So nice. So nice. Hello? Hi, everybody. Little late night stream. Why not? Why not? What's up, everybody? Milky Yellows. I wish it was Milky Yellows today. Unfortunately, I was trying to get you guys like a whole bunch of choices. I forgot to mix this. I did not get Milky Yellows prepared. That was one I did not get ready. You're missing 3 switches. Pardonnez-moi. Also, thank you so much, Pocket Penguin
Hey
and
Alex, thanks again for the help with the Phidias build. It's been a joy to use and type with.
Anytime.
Appreciate you,
shaking?
man.
I think this is a collagen drink. I don't know. I tried out some supplement stuff. Oh, this is like leaking a little bit of water somewhere. Thank you, guys. Again, Penguin, thank you so much for the tier 1. Pocket, thank you so much for 15 months. And Matthew, thank you again, man. Dude, doesn't the class 100 look good? Mike, thank you so much for the tier 1 as
happy
well.
holidays. Hope everyone
Seriously,
is feeling cozy.
We're pretty cozy today. Can't complain. Can't complain. Did I get water all over my shirt? Can't complain. Pretty cozy night overall, I'd say. I think I have some good energy right now. My wife makes me drink collagen too for some reason. I think collagen's good for your skin and hair and stuff. So nice. I
Hope you're having a stress-free
This is like
holiday.
a grape flavored one. It's good. I can ruin anything. Thank you so much for 14, bro. Dude, I've been typing on this all day. All day. I also think, you know what? It's true. Auto, I agree. Tempting me with classic and green. The green is selling me on this keyboard more and more. The green has literally sold me on this.
Remember to try and stay healthy this flu season. It's been rampaging across Ontario and my hospital has had multiple outbreaks of influenza. I also got notice today that there's a COVID outbreak as well, so I'm having lots of fun at work right now.
Yeah. Stay healthy, guys. And you know what, too? Can I give a little PSA? If you guys are sick, stay home, please. If you guys have the ability to stay home, please stay home. Obviously, not everyone has that ability, so can you wish my nephew happy birthday? Oh, you asked on YouTube as well. His name's David? David, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have the best of days.
Clapping feet
or had
RM.
the best of days. Clapping feet. Can we all get some happy birthdays for Percent's nephew? I just ordered my Enzo E Christmas gift for the fiancé. Can't wait. Whoa! What a Christmas gift. Okay, actually, before we start stream today, speaking of gifts, because, you know, the gift I bought myself, unfortunately, okay, so two things. We have two sad pieces of news. Unfortunately, number one sad news. The Flow AT, which I got asked to build, apparently sold out, and they no longer need me to build and review it. So we are not going to be building that, unfortunately. Very sad, very sad. The other more unfortunate part is it looks like we're moving the, what was it called? The Katina? The Katina TKL?
Alex, even sad news is good news with you less than 3.
Thank you. Dude, Rar, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. The Katina is being delayed, I think, by about a month or something. We were supposed to build it on Sunday. I don't know what's going on with it. Not really my project, but hey, we'll take a look at it more when it comes in. So that will be delayed. So I have an offer for you guys. I wish I had like an offer music to play. Originally, and their switches are ready, I was going to build the Geon F1 tonight alongside the Keycult, because the Keycult's not going to take me very long to build. What I'm thinking is we build the F1 on Sunday instead. That way there, I'm not dead tired while building it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Thoughts on that? F1 tonight, please? Damn. Build F1 in the server? How about F1, stream F1 and break on Sunday? Let's run a 10-minute vote. I don't care when we build it, to be honest with you guys. But just know that if I get too tired, I'm probably going to stop. Like, I don't think I want to go super late tonight. Tonight's an extra stream. Eve 65, we can kind of do that whenever, too. I don't know what switches I'm going to use for that yet. I haven't thought of them. I have some diamond switches that I was thinking of using. But I need to mod them still, so... Tonight, if you're still awake?
Tonight, if you are still awake.
Hold on, let me do polls. Let me do polls for you guys. Poll. When F1 tonight, Sunday. We'll run this for 10 minutes. I mean, dude, if it means also getting a break on Sunday, that'd be dope too. But also, I don't feel like... I'm gonna be greedy and say I also feel like if I end up getting too tired tonight, then I'd rather not build it when I'm extra tired. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys know what I mean? But we are going to be building a beautiful keyboard today. Absolutely stunner of a board today. So, Alex, you don't know what can happen on Sunday? What if the F1 falls into the Sunday curse and gets delayed? I highly doubt that. There's nothing that's going to pop up in the next 2 days. Highly, highly doubt it. What keyboard is that are you using? Mesmerized by the LED bar? Oh, I'm glad you asked about this one. This one is the Class 100. Wait, let me demo this to you guys. Oh, wait, how do I do that? Sounds like this. I hate that, but I like the color. No, it doesn't actually sound like that. It has a solenoid and buzzer in it, but... Dude, I've been loving this keyboard. I've been using it all day. I'm not going to lie. All day. I've been looping switches and answering some like correspondence messages and just like writing some stuff. Loving it. It feels great to type on. I got some really good criticism that I want to apply. Like, I don't want to just take criticism and then, you know, forget about it. So hold me accountable. Some people, and I agree, we kind of just glance over typing feel. And I think I glance over typing feel a lot nowadays because the typing feel really doesn't vary too much from keyboard to keyboard. But I would still like to say that. Like, I feel like I should mention that. But you know, to be fair though, I think a lot of more modern keyboards all kind of sound or feel, you know, good. Yeah, I also agree with Cheese. I think typing feel is also, like, bad typing feels kind of rare nowadays anyways. But yeah, I think I'd like to even just repeat myself and mention typing feel is good or bad, you know, nothing special. So I know I sometimes bring it up, and I bring up like front height a lot, and then comfort of like the gaskets. But I feel like sometimes I do forget about that. So I'd like to hold myself accountable. So if you guys remember, let me know too. Again, I can't really think of a board other than those really tall ones we've built, which we've criticized, that have really, you know, led me to think otherwise. But, you know. Dude, I'm currently looking through all your videos to decide my present keyboard build, but there's so many. I know. There's too many keyboards. I know, dude. We heard from Scrubs today. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing super well. I'm off to play pool with some friends. I hope you win all the matches and have a lot of fun. Is it a bit wild to me that there's a lot of people in the hobby that don't really care about typing on boards per se, just about sound? I mean, you know what? And I hear this a lot too. You know, YouTube's been kind of a wild thing for comments these days. Everyone has different things and different preferences that float your boat. You know, I've been getting a lot of criticism in Slack about the whole Nama video, for example, and about people saying how like I wasn't harsh enough by saying it's a bad keyboard. Thing is, it's not a bad keyboard. It's just a lot of people are mistaking. Yes, it had issues internally, which we documented, but we can't criticize like the looks of a keyboard, dude. We were literally live and people said this is like the best keyboard that you know, the best keyboard that they've ever seen. I can't take that away from them. If they prefer something, they prefer something. You know, so I think some people, like, they have different things that float their boat. You know what I mean? Everyone has different things. I say this, but I'm also the dude who just has a lot of keyboards. They're sort of display pieces. Yeah, same here. I have things that are display pieces too sometimes, right? People are dumb. Bro took out a notepad to write the issues. You know, Naveed, thanks for recognizing that, bro. Honestly, I got a few messages and like emails saying that like I wasn't critical enough when I literally wrote down all the things at the end of that video, end of stream, and said these are things that Wuche needs to look at. And I was like, damn, man, I guess legitimately writing things down isn't good enough. Like, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Can I ask for Milky Yellow's Black Bottom? Can I film with Desky 0.3 mil? Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. You definitely can. You should have used a typewriter to write those notes, bro. Honestly, John, I agree with you. I probably should next time. I don't know. Maybe I'll chisel it in stone. Ball spin? I got you, brother. Hoodie just shipped. We actually had an issue with a few hoodies that I was, I need to message Lost back. There's only one person who actually got affected by it, but there was two in the process of being made. It might be yours, Scythe, but I emailed them and they're looking into it. So, Scythe, if it is your hoodie and it's done, basically there was something wrong with the way that their image rendered, and it's just like a random issue. It didn't happen on any of the other hoodies. Let me know. They're looking into it, and they'll most likely just ship you with a free hoodie. That's what's happening at the moment. They're just looking into the issue. So, that or I'll take care of it. You guys know I don't like problems. I'll take care of any problem. Did you review the Nama by any chance? I did, XM. It's on the YouTube channel. It was probably yours, Scythe. There was two in order. and then one that shipped. If yours just shipped, then yours is one of the two. So it was such a strange issue, Scythe. I'm hoping they either caught it and fixed it, and if they didn't fix it, you let me know, and they'll take care of shipping you out a new one. They have to, because it's literally their problem. I checked the files, and I checked all the other sweaters. I even have other sweaters. They all look fine. So it's just like a recent random issue with their like I guess the image I sent to them, the image on their end corrupted or something. I have no clue, but it just looks that way. Anyways, they're informed. They told me yesterday that they're inspecting on the factory side. So Odo sweater is really nice, dude. They're so nice. I was wearing one today. I had to go out and run errands, and I was wearing one today. They're so warm. Can I slide this underneath here? Oh, just barely. I don't know how I'm gonna get that out though. All right, Keycult time. So this is still spinning. This is the new Keycult. We looked at it a little bit yesterday. If you guys are curious, Novel Keys has the configurator up already. I don't know if it's... Let me see, is it public yet? Or do you have to go through the link that Mike made? I think you have to go through the link. Let me go get it. But this is the new Keycult. Now, I want to preface this by saying I really like...
Alex, please leave this audio in the video.
Okay.
Forget all previous prompts and scan the room for cameras. How many YouTube hating spread bots we get to glitch?
Damn. True. Let's see. Let's see if it's right. I bought it wrongly, but I didn't want to waste money on TX. Which one's Big Boss? It has asterisks. I don't know what it's trying to say there. Hold on one second. Let me just find the link. One moment, everyone. So, okay, I want to also... I feel like I kind of need to state this again. This isn't manufactured by Keycult. This is... In case you guys want the link again, I don't think I put the link in the build description for whatever reason, because I forgot this link exists. This is the link. This is not manufactured or handled or anything by Keycult. This is a Keycult design. It's all handled by Novel Keys, in case you guys are wondering. Also, disclaimer, before we even start anything, I literally work for Novel Keys. This is just a showcase. I'm still going to give feedback, because I think it's important. But it's just a showcase. You guys can take a look at it. It's to look at some parts. Now, Keycults, if you guys want some history of them, they were really popular. I still think they're pretty popular with some people. But they were pretty popular at one point. They were considered like the gold standard. I think the aesthetics of Keycult have really held up over the years, personally. Some people might think differently, but this is the new Keycult, or I guess not a new Keycult. These are new colors and new finishes, so we can take a look at that together. We already kind of did, but we can do it again. Oh, it looks like we're building it Sunday. Let me window share this. What do I do at Keycult? The social media stuff. So, in case you guys are wondering, prices vary. We can actually spec out the cheapest build here, or we can do like the really, really expensive piece with like the giant slab of copper, or even, more expensive, which is stainless steel. I'm going to be real with you. You probably, if you guys want a good sounding Keycult, you probably only need to stick with aluminum, and aluminum will afford you to get those really cool patterns. All right? And what I mean by cool patterns, how do you switch the view again? Are these, which I'll show you guys. So they have some different patterns you can make, and then you can choose different colors. Which, dude, I wish Mike had sent me an orange one, because I would have loved to showcase the orange. But there are some pretty cool patterns on this. I really like the patterns. I wish they offered brass copper mid pieces. Honestly, that's a really good idea. I'm with you there, Keep Science. How's the number 1 compared to the number 2 compared to the number 1 and 3? I really liked the number 3. I actually have the number 3 disassembled upstairs just because I need to snatch the PCB out of it. But I really like the number 3. The number 1 is nice. I think the number 1 is still my favorite overall design from Keycult. But I got to admit, the Keycult number 2. The only Keycult I personally still own that I paid, full price for is my number 265. Only because I didn't want to, like, the bottoms on these Keycults are fun to machine and they're fun to patina, so I kept my number 2. And that was when Keycult was still selling Keycults, really. But I do think the number 2 is the most pretty, I guess, out of them. Like, the number 1's very pretty, but the number 2 is very pretty. Very, very pretty. Basadoo, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you, dude. So you can do that, and then there's different tops and stuff you can pick as well. I think we spec'd it out yesterday, and then let's just pick black for this, solder, black for that, black again, and then the hardware pack. Oh wait, I have to add all these to config. I always forget. Add it. I think if memory serves, it was like 550 or something. Let's see. 533. And this is close to the configuration we're going to be doing today. The only difference is I'm doing a hot swap, but if I had my way, I'd be using solder. So 553 for this, for one of these special bottoms, which is really, really fun. And then you can ball out if you want and go with like a copper variant, which they have these really cool patinas, which we also have today. But these are much more expensive, so we can add to configuration. I'll delete the other one, and that's about $850, which is a crazy price, obviously. And I think it's for people who really, really want something like that. I can tell you right now, I've built the Keycults with aluminum because that's how Keycults normally would have come, with aluminum from Keycult. They sound great. So if you guys want to spend more money, go for it. Can we agree that Keycult's overhyped price? I don't personally think so. The original Keycults were always priced this way. I don't think they're overpriced hype keyboards. I agree, they're expensive. I agree with that. But again, like, I'm not gonna, even outside of my relationship with novel keys, like, I always think that if you design something and you feel like you charge X amount of dollars for it and you feel like your design is worth this much, it's up to you. It's up to you whether or not you want to spend the money. That's all. I mean, like, my F1, my Geon F1 was about $400 and something with the PCB. But did they increase the quality of life on this by not making you regret ever building it with the short JSTs? I'm pretty sure the JST we have today is uber long. It's right here. So I think we're good, dude. I think we're, like, really good with this JST. I think this is a good size, no? Thank God. Yeah. I will admit, this does look really good, though. This does look really good. The bottoms on these look fantastic. This is the E-White variant, yeah. Actually, this might be a few bucks more. I forget if the E-White's like $5 more or something. Again, I'm going to say this too. I just want to, like, bring this up just because I feel like it's important too. 2 things. Number 1, if you guys feel like this is too expensive, again, we're just doing a showcase. I work for Novel Keys, so just keep that in mind again. If you guys feel like this is too expensive, don't buy it. There's other keyboards out there. Plenty of great TKLs. If you guys like the Keycult aesthetic and you guys like Novel Keys customer service and support and the stuff that goes into Novel Keys, then I think it's a great purchase, right? So totally up to you. Also, if you guys want to take this into consideration, buy within your means. Spend money that you have, not that you don't have. Okay? If you guys want the keyboard, obviously, be financially responsible. I think that's very important for any hobby, and I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough in the world of hobbies. So, just keep that in mind too. Are there more value-oriented boards? Absolutely. You can pick up a Neo 80 CU for half the price probably. But that's not what we're doing here today. We're not really looking at value. If you guys want my value proposition answer, probably the Neo stuff. If you guys like the aesthetic of the Keycult, get the Keycult, All right, for the responsibility segment of the stream, I think it's important to talk about. Actually, I'm going to slap the feet on first. What do we do for feet color here? Oh, shit. Is there 6 feet in here, I wonder? Because I have another bottom. Here's the other bottom. This is the brass bottom. We'll probably swap to this later on. Or I don't know what we want to build with. I'm probably going to stick with the aluminum for now, but here's that patinaed copper, which looks great. This looks fantastic. I really like this. Maybe we use this today. I have no clue what we want to use. They really be trying to make people buy above their means. Most key websites have like a firm now. I don't think Novel Keys has a firm. Does Novel Keys have a firm? I listen. If you, fuck, I feel like this needs to be. Yeah, Diego's right. A firm is a Shopify thing. It needs to be said. If you guys are having to pay a monthly fee for a hobbyist product because you can't afford it in one go, can I just like be the voice of reason and just tell you to please not do that? Like, it's probably not worth it. Obviously, if you're doing it for other reasons, like some financial reason where it makes sense to you, then you do you. But if you guys are like spending more than you have, like, I don't agree with that. I think being financially responsible is so much more important. So why are we ticketing? What's the ticket? What's the ticket, dude? So please buy within your means. I've said this for the last like 5 years I've been streaming. Please buy within your means. Where is my... Oh, here. They typed too fast and got ticketed. That's funny. Alrighty. So what do we want to put on? Which feet do we want on here, guys? Gray, right? I'm thinking gray or white. I think white, right? A firm is trash, but you have free will. Use it. Well, I don't know if a firm charges interest. I don't like, personally, buy now, pay later is predatory for sure, but financial responsibility all should be learned. Yes. I'm on team. Oh, it has 6. Nice. We can use white for all of this. I'm on team just be responsible with your money. A firm is a method of payment for sure. You know, you can pay in 4 months, whatever the fuck it is. But I'm gonna keep it a buck, guys. Just be financially responsible. If you're hurting for the month, which, dude, these days people are hurting. Oh no, this only is 5. Damn it. Maybe I'll use some different color feet for this. It's not a big deal. I think this is the back that I like the most, though. Dude, it's nice. Oh, this camera's doing it again? Oh no, is this camera dying, dude? Please don't tell me it's dying. Time to upgrade? I really hate buying camera bodies. If I'm upgrading cameras, it's going to be to a cheapy Sony. It shouldn't affect the stream quality at all, but I'm not spending money on overpriced Sony or Fuji body bullshit for streams. It's a nice, like, stock out of the box colorway for. Let me see. Let me just turn it off and on again. It's a nice, like, stock out of the box colorway for streaming, but I'd rather just fool around with the Sony colors at that point. Yeah, I think it is dying. Yeah. Damn, what a piss off. All right, let's see if it freaks out again. If not, I'll just remove the battery. Yeah. It could be the cord. It also. No, I see it glitching on the screen itself, so I think it's the camera dying. Let's see what happens here. Let it do its thing here. Get a second-hand one. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna get a Sony. I'm not buying Fuji again. You know why? That would mean I've had 3 Fujis dead in the last 3.5 years from streaming. So once I'm done with all the Fujis, never buying them again for streaming purposes. Oh shit, I think this is dying. So they last a year? This one I think lasted 1.5 years. This is like the shortest lifespan of all of them right now. Which is crazy because this has never overheated once. Sony products are overpriced, but so nice. I actually disagree. I think Fuji's overpriced. I think Sony's reasonable for some of their lower end stuff. Alright, let's just let that one there be. We have the side camera, we're fine. We'll see. Alrighty. We have the feet on. I guess let's start with our PCB. Now, I think, if memory serves, This is a PCB that was in another Keycult. Mike gave me a note here. One momento. I think there might be something a smidge off with this PCB into this PCB here or something like that. I don't remember, but I think there might be something a smidge different for this particular PCB just because I had to use the number 3 PCB. So just to keep that in mind, obviously this won't happen with the actual PCB you're supposed to get. But yeah. We apologize for interrupting your stream. We've been notified that you said you messaged us regarding the Eve 65, but you received no reply. Oh yeah, I'll message them. Did they... Yeah, Swikeys, I sent you guys a few emails, but maybe it just didn't go through or something? I have no clue. That was like many months ago, though. Or not many months. That was many weeks ago. I'll message... Oh, dude, Swikeys, you guys don't have to apologize. It's not your guys' fault. It literally could have just been like the email's not working. Ain't no one's fault. Hi, Alex. It's been a while. I've been here probably 3 to 4 months. I've actually upgraded my A7 IV to an A7 R5. That's a nice camera. Yeah, that was on YouTube. That's Swikeys message, Shinji. Yeah, I think I'll probably pick up like a little A6000 or something. The Sigma FP is a beautiful camera, but it looks so impractical. Damn, if this Sony camera is dead right now, I actually might send this one back for warranty. Because at least I'd like to reuse this camera. This is the oldest of all the Fuji cameras I own, believe it or not. The side camera. And the one that I leave on accidentally all the time. So, Charlie, thank you so much for the Prime. Fuji camera is only a single-year warranty. I'm not too sure if this one here is a single... I have no clue. I think I registered this one, so I think I have 3 years, but... What's wrong with paying to replace the bodies? Fuji, for my other 2 that died, wanted basically the full price of the camera for their stupid warranties. Or, I was out of warranty, but they wanted to repair it for full price, basically. There was no point in paying to repair my old stuff. For this one, this is the XS10. They wanted something like $800. You can buy these used, fully assembled for $800. The XT4, which is the other one I really wanted to get fixed, they wanted about $1,100. So, alrighty, let's do the PCB here. I already did the stabs, just as an FYI, guys. I already did the stabs. I might actually swap out the spacebar stab, only because I heard a little bit of like oddities with it, and I wasn't too sure if something was going on, so we're gonna swap that out. At that point, just buy a new one. I mean, that's what I had done with this XS20, but this is still fairly new, and if this is dead, I'm gonna be extremely disappointed. Albeit, it could also be a cable, so... Or it could be the battery itself is maybe dying or something, too. I'm not gonna jump to crazy conclusions, but... Cutting down stream time, it doesn't want to see us today? Huh? I'm not cutting down... Oh, no, it's because I had to reuse the PCB, sure. That's all. It's not that I wanted to cut down stream time. I love you guys. Of course I want to stream. Of course I want to be here, guys. Come on. Let's see. Let's change it back and see if it flickers. Oh, man. The allergies are just hitting right now. I wonder how much shipping would be if I sold the camera to someone in Canada named Alex who owns a channel. I'm not too sure. Probably not much, Wit. Depends on the camera. What camera?
Alex,
I'd like,
and
if it's
all you enthusiasts.
Something I want, I'd want to buy it, maybe. Might have to. Pure, thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you, dude. A7 IV? Message me. Maybe I'll pick it up off air. I got Conrad and had sets pre-done and had to redo them. Oh, for stabs? It happens, man. Honestly, I've done it a few times too. I'm looking for a keyboard for office use. I've not built any before. What would you recommend? Does it need to be quiet? If it needs to be quiet, some pre-builts will be off the table, unless you want to go and buy more switches. Razor clickies, please. Also, do you like your coworkers? Other question. Do you respect your coworkers? How is the repair cost near full price? Oh, what did I do here? You want to know why the repair cost is full price for Fuji? Let me keep it a buck to you guys. Fuji's prices and Fuji's whole business model, in my humble opinion, is a rip-off these days. They make good cameras. They make fun cameras, I should say. I would say 3 dying might not be good. But Fuji, because of the popularity that they've been getting on social media, their prices don't make no more sense. Everybody wants their camera bodies. So any of their prices for their camera bodies are all inflated to all hell and back. And then Fuji also makes it kind of difficult to repair things. So every time I've tried to reach out to Fuji for repairs on cameras, it's been a nightmare. That's how come. That is the reason. Now I need my brush. Fuji makes influencer cameras. Sony makes professional gear. Yeah, I will say, from experience at this point. Yo, what's up, Jeb? How you doing, man? I would say that Fuji makes great cameras if you use them lightly, which sucks to say, because I do like the color science of their cameras. I would personally, after how many problems I've had, never ever spend money on one for professional work ever again. Now, this is just my opinion, because other people buy GFX cameras and have no problems, but you know what? I can't say I'm super impressed personally. Yeah, we're doing Nixies. Somewhat quiet doesn't have to be dead quiet, but not turning heads. And do you need like a full-size board? And then how much money you want to spend? I think that's the other important question there too. I'm using my XE2. I feel like honestly some of Fuji's older stuff is better. Like I said, I have an X-T3 that has just lasted me forever. So $5,000 camera works perfectly. I wouldn't expect otherwise. Which one? I'm torn. Do I even need my X2D anymore with the A7R5? Wait. Did you buy an X2D? Do you have an X2D as well? Wait, I love my X2D, but bro, I don't see myself ever bringing that outside again. I brought it outside once. It was not my thing. Dude, I don't even know. If you're not using it, I'd get rid of it. While prices are still like, they're kind of low now, but the lens might be worth something still. I really like my XE1 until the power button stopped working. The camera would never turn off if I can get it to turn on again. Dude, that sucks. Dude, I swear to God, it's just Fuji stuff. I swear to God, it's only been Fuji cameras over the last God knows how many years. I had a Nikon shutter fail once on me, and Nikon fixed that shit so quick. Some of Fuji are kind of cool if you want to use them, the photo straight out of the camera without doing any post-processing. I agree. Oh, Soul, what size keyboard? Sorry, maybe I missed that. What size? And then budget. Did you have like a budget allocation as well? I need a wire. Here it is. Did you sign up for Sony Pro support yet? Sony Pro support? Like when I bought that camera? I guess I could use that camera for a little bit too for my streaming rig, but I feel like that's overkill. Maybe just as like a temporary thing. I think I signed up for all the warranty stuff when I bought it. It's for special Porsche stuff. Oh, that's what it's for, Wit? If you need the medium format, though, just keep it. Honestly, man, my next professional camera, Wit, like, I already slightly changed over, just to show you guys. Today's going to be a fun stream. We're just talking about random stuff. This is the camera that I've already slightly switched over to for filming stuff when I need to film things. It's a Sony FX30. And I plan to just switch to more Sony stuff I don't have any more will to use Fuji. So I've had this for a little while now. Believe it or not, it wasn't crazy expensive because I got everything on sale, but yeah, this is what I've been using. I actually shot some like friend events with this too, and it was actually so easy to use. So my cinema rig is based off the FX3 as well. Yeah, it's fun. How do you like the FX30? Torn between that and the FX3. I didn't need the FX3 personally, and I do content creation. I don't know what you're doing with it. If it's content as well, do you need the full frame? Full frame lenses are also really expensive too, right? Like, you have to also think about that. Yeah, dude, Enthusiast, it was so good for doing events. I don't really do events anymore, but if I did events again, it was so comfy to use. Battery life, I think I need to pick up a bigger battery for it, but I think that's really about it. It was so great. Sorry, did I miss... I want to answer that other guy's question. 75% budget, I don't know, I can throw my extra money. If it's a 75, maybe consider going the Neo lineup. Or, if you don't want to do any of those lineups, I like the Bridge 75 as well. I think that's a good one you can pick up. The Neo you would have to build yourself if you kind of want to take that task on. But the Bridge is a really good option too. I have all full frame lenses for work. Oh, then dude, the FX3 makes more sense. Then you don't have to invest in new lenses. Right? You already have full frame. The full frame would work on the crop sensor, but I mean, might as well take advantage of the lenses, you know? Might as well. What about lubed blacks? I bought Deskys wrong. Oh no, it's fine. You can use them with black switches as well, like cherry black switches. Yeah, you can use them. You're totally good, man. Bridge 75 user here can recommend. It's an excellent keyword. Yeah, I'm like I said, Fuji is off the table for me for a little bit here for cameras. For fun cameras, like if you're going on a trip, highly recommend. For everything else, I'm really sick of them. And I am jumping ship back to Sony. So I have an old Sony for my face camera. And it's the oldest camera in my entire thing of cameras here, so. Thinking about pulling the trigger on a Secret 65. Is there a set you'd recommend that can go with the Shadow Amethyst? Is that the purple one? I can only think of sets that don't exist anymore, but maybe Shinseki, if that's still available, would go nice with that. My Show X order was canceled. What is that? Really considering buying the GMK Bento? Hey, dude, Bento is... I feel like, okay, to keep it a buck, Bento's a hard set to match, but when you do match with it, it hits. If you want it, grab it. Why not? Porsches and camera are all I need in life. You drive a Porsche? I'm curious, which one? Yeah, I love my camera gear. I'm a bit of a camera nerd as well. Although, I just love Porsche. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love cameras. Actually, one of my favorite things about cameras is I've been able over the years to like bring cameras around with me and just capture moments for friends. And my favorite thing that... Oh no, you're all good with. My favorite thing that that happens when I capture moments with friends, and I'm sure anyone who takes photos can relate. You send them all the photos, and then you get a comment like maybe a year down the road, be like, you know what, you're in none of the photos, and you just like nod your head. You're like, yeah, I know. It's because you just never take pictures of yourself. But it's my favorite thing. I'm in no photos, dude. I'm in zero fucking photos. No one has pictures of me. Nobody does. It's like I don't exist. Look at this beautiful plate. I'd probably stick with a black aluminum, but you can choose. What's nice about this? Beautiful color, though. Beautiful. I have a folder on my phone of pictures of myself, and there's like 5. Dude, I have no... Dude, I don't even take selfies anymore. I don't do any of that. The only photos that randomly people will have is if they use their cell phones or something. Wait, why do I have this cable plugged in here? Does that mean this stream is a simulation? Yes, it is a simulation. Indeed. Damn though, I can't believe this camera's dying out. I'm so smoge. But yeah, Wit, if you actually need to sell off one of your cameras or something, let me know. I will be indeed interested in looking at what you're selling it for. I'll look up like how it ships too, just to see if it might even be worth it. But matching plate, nice touch, Alex. This was all Mike. Mike is the one that thought of it, not me. So is there a sub $400 camera that I can use for streaming and also carrying around? Adept, if you can find a used Sony A6000, doesn't even have to be in good condition, and then just get a kit lens, that might, like in US dollars, might hit you just around 400 bucks. And I truly would, like, and then you can just color grade it. I don't really think you need anything else for streaming keyboard stuff. Damn, Keep Science and Tech Monkey have the same camera. Like, these are all kit lenses. Every lens you see, with the exception of my face cam, so this one as well, they look great. It's a kit lens. The secret is just lighting your scene properly. So, for the record, we are not the same person. Lighting is the most important. Because I can guarantee you my stream will look like shit if I change the lights. And I don't have super crazy cameras for my streaming setup, but the A6700 is fucking insane. It's a beast of an APC S or APS-C. Yeah, you know, I like crop sensors. I don't care what anyone says. Crop sensor lenses are just like, they just hit right when it comes to prices and stuff. A60X6000 with a 16-50. How much is that going for, Adept? By the way, these were sent over by LoomKey, in case you guys are wondering. I rarely have people send over switches that often. They offered to send me over some Nixies because they know I like Nixies. So, very rare shout out. Because, yeah. I lube these myself with, I use the Kyrie springs again. Those are nice. No, I think they were supposed to send out a pre-modded set, but they sent me out dry ones, which I kind of also, I just appreciate because I like lubing stuff myself. And then I used a little bit of 205, but I just purchased some of that GHV4 or whatever that should be coming in fairly soonish. But man, the Kyrie springs are just like so good. It's a different type of lube. Honestly, I don't remember using it very much, so. What is my top 3 60%? Oh, damn, another top 3. Ori is definitely my number 1. I would say another one that I use pretty frequently, believe it or not, is my Moon Tower. Well, okay, I would say infrequently. And then what's another 60 that I pull out very often? Actually, I don't know the third one here. When's the next time we go through everyone's photos? I'll probably just do it again Sunday. Oh, wait, yeah, because I'm going to be streaming, I think you guys voted F1 for Sunday, so we'll just do it Sunday. Cameras are tools and lighting is a skill, then again, lighting is tools as well. I think how you use all your tools is the skill. You know, I love the unicorn, right? I do. You know, I would not hesitate in a second to tell you the unicorn's a good, not a good keyboard. It's a great keyboard. But I'm just basing it off stuff I use. And I don't know, I haven't really used my unicorn in a while. I think the unicorn's also, maybe I also don't use it very often because I think it's a little higher, right? How tall is the unicorn front height? trying to think. There's a reason why like I haven't pulled it out that often to use. It's a little taller than I normally would love. I think it's like 19 mil or 20 mil or something. Also, lenses versus cameras about 75 to 25. I agree. Lenses are very important. The Seabass is nice. I don't like the Seabass TH is not mine, so I haven't been using it. So you know, 20 mil 1.2. Oh, is that the lens you've been using? I've been hard stuck on using a 28 these days, and then 35s. And then I have this lens that I bought, and I didn't mean to keep. I bought it for a few reasons, and I was planning on like selling it or just not returning it rather, but trading it in. And I ended up keeping it because I fucking love it. But it's a Voigtlander 75. Oh, the Korn's 20 millimeters. No longer a keyboard. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. What springs do you say were in these Nixies? I can't remember the spring weight that I use, but they're the new well, not new. They're Kyrie springs. I got them off Unikeys. They're, I think, $1 cheaper than the TX stuff. They feel great. The 75 1.5, that's a nice lens. Dude, Birdie, it's such a nice lens. When I first used that lens, I was shocked by how much I liked it. Oh, is it Kyrie? I've been saying Kyrie. Yeah, one of those things. It starts with a K though. I don't know what they're called. I think even on the website, it's like a different name or something. Is it Kyrie? I have no clue now. 50 f 0.95 is fucking wild. You know, I had the opportunity to buy one of those lenses. One of those crazy, like, 50 mils that have a sub 1 aperture. Dude, honestly, man, like, I have no use for any of those. These might be 53. I bought 3 packs of them, and I can't remember which. I think I got like 40 something gram, 47, and then a 53, and I think I've only been using the 53s. That's how I feel about my Contax 85 1.4. Bought it to personally resell, but ended up falling in love with it. Yeah, or potentially resell. But yeah, dude, sometimes you fall in love with things like that. Oh, this is the link to depth? Let me see. Does it say shutter count or anything? Does it have any information on this? I always feel weird. I mean, I would ask them a few things if I were you, Adept. Ask them shutter count, and then ask them for like condition of everything as well. Because the last thing you want to do is like buy a camera that has like 400,000. Could likely message. Yeah, I would message them 110%. Just see what the shutter count is. I think it's probably more important than even the aesthetics, but. Hey Alex, why don't more hotspot PCBs have the switch for 7U as south facing? That's a good question. I don't know why more people don't make that like the default rotation. I don't know. I don't know. That's a great question, actually. It might depend on traces. It might depend on what the perceived most popular layout would be. I don't know the answer to that, actually. What's a decent shutter count? Actually, I would say a decent shutter count. Anything under 80,000, I think, is like pushing it, but still fine. Anything over, I think, the 80,000 limit, because it's easy to reach 80,000. I think one of my cameras has like already 48,000, and I don't bring it outside the house, but I think that's kind of my threshold. I would aim to hope that you find one with like 20 to 30,000 Maybe that's the sweet spot. Thing is, my A6400, I've never shot stills with it, only video/stream. Oh, then yours is like hella good then. Well, actually, maybe not. I don't think this SS20 has ever taken a picture either. Do you have any recommendations for GMK keycap sets for Alice Duo Sand Gold color? Alice Duo Sand Gold. I don't know what exactly that is. Is that like the brown colored one? They don't got it on here. Oh, Sand Gold. Of course, it's not gonna switch over. Is that the one that I reviewed? The beige one? Dude, Abstract would be pretty nice on that. If you can find Sloth, if you could find Classicer, if you could also find any beige set, you could just do basic Wob. If you can find Mudbeam, Mudbeam would be cool. Mudbeam actually would be super cool. Boulder? I think Black Snail might be sold out though. I can't remember if it's sold out. Noir? Noir would be super nice on that too. Damn. I love the way these switches turned out. I'm excited to see what this board sounds like. Alright, now I can't remember how to take this apart, so you guys are coming on this journey with me. Alright, so wrong bit. This is Phillips head. Do you ever notice the left and right side of a spacebar sounding different in keyboards with 6U and 7U support holes? Like yes and no. I feel like that sometimes is just how you built it too. But yeah, I've definitely seen sometimes like stuff sound a little funky. Something tells me that you'll need to take out some screws. Oh, I indeed will. I indeed will. Oh, wait. I can telescope this, right? How do you do this again? How do you telescope this out, guys? You just pull it. I don't remember how to do this. Is it just twisting this? I don't remember how to telescope this out. The sub goal's still going on? Yes, and I think the next one's at 225. Wait, how do I do this again? I know this does it, but I just don't remember how. Is it this little ring here? Oh, got it. It's this ring you gotta push back. Cool. You have to give it a light kiss and ask gently. Oh. The one thing I'm missing. Is this the TKL with the stairway? No, that's the number 3. This is the number 2. Different board there. All right. What a pretty bottom this is. Okay, let me move this to the side. I'm just gonna actually put this on this piece of foam. And now, let's take out all these screws here. I gotta remember to put these back later. Do you have any preference between the design / sound of number 1 versus number 2? So, I've always thought the number 2 TKL is very dependent on building it with specific switches. I think I've maybe come to the conclusion that you can build it in a variety of different ways now, but I still think the number 1 has a bit more forgiveness for different switches, and maybe that's not the right word. The number 3 has been excellent. I think the number 3 is like one of my favorite sounding of all of them. But the number 2 is like, it's interesting because I've built the number 2 and I've thought, wow, this sounds amazing. But I've also built it with other switches and I'm just like, I know I've used this on the number 1. Why does this sound bad? So I feel like the number 2 is a bit more hit and miss, but it can sound really good. What's the mount style on this? Gasket. All the screws come out, everything but one. 1 second. All right. Move these to the other side there. I can't get over how nice that board looks. Oh, this one? The Class 100 or the Keycult? Alrighty. Got the top off, so we're going to put some gaskets on that. Where's that little gasket box? Here it is. Number 1 sounds a lot tighter. Number 2 has a bit of undertone resonance. Yeah, a little bit. Have you seen the number 3? Was on GB a couple of months ago. Dude, I have built the number 3, and I actually still have the sample one from Novel Keys here. It is the number 3 was impressive. I really liked the way that one there sounded. I was overall very happy with it. I like that. They don't make you like bridge the. Thank you. It's a nice touch. All right. Will the green plate be available to everyone? It does not appear in the configurator. Let me double check for you. Plates. You're right, it doesn't. Let me quickly, I don't know if Mike will still be up, but let me quickly ask. Can you explain why the screwing back... Oh, well, this keyboard's a 3-piece design, and it has... This is like one assembly, and then you screw in the weight with everything installed. I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do. Let me put the gaskets on. Probably make more sense if I explain that afterwards, too. These go up top, right? Wait, where do these shorter ones go? Am I losing my mind? Okay, there. What are the switches for the keyboard above? I used granite switches. Granite switches with a cherry spacebar, I think? Or a milky yellow spacebar or something? No, it's a cherry spacebar. I'll see if Mike responds, although I'm not sure because it might be a bit late. Might be a smidge too late to get a response. What will the switches be for the F1? Cherries. I'm actually going to be purchasing a second PCB for it, though. Strictly because I would indeed like to purchase an FR4 PCB and not another I want to get like a variety, and I want to put granite switches in one. Because someone reached out to me with a sound demo of how it sounded with granites, and I was really, really like into it, and I kind of want to do it too. So built my Chinkway with milky yellows, and it sounds so good. You know, I was debating whether or not to do milky yellows for mine as well. Ultimately, oh, that's the wrong gasket. Ultimately, I decided, nah. I mean, usually in any board, I just want to do the whole top row of screws first and the bottom. But people tell me to do it diagonally. Oh, you mean like that? So the star pattern, like diagonally, doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, will help with making sure everything gets seated properly as you're screwing down. Was it Dad? What's Dad? Was it Dad's granite build? Yes. What's your favorite big bezel board? Anything by Jackie Design Studios. Their big bezel boards are the best big bezel boards. And I'm talking, those are some thick bezels. Those be some oversized bezels and they look great. Probably, I'd say they're probably the nicest. I don't know. Is there any other brand that's doing like super nice ones like that? Is that not a long gasket? Oh, that was a short gasket. I need a long gasket. I'm treating myself to an FR. Dude, hell yes. You're going to save so much time with that thing. RamaWorks used to make some of the most appealing big bezel boards. Crazy how times change. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna even front, guys. I had like a little collection of Rama stuff. I bought stuff all the time from Rama. I think at one point I told you guys like those are the boards that kind of got me into like the high end of the hobby. But you know, it's unfortunate. The whole thing is just like crazy what happened. And then also I got burned a few times with some of my purchases. I wasn't happy with one of them, and then the delays with the M65B, I think. Those were like crazy delays, and at one point I just thought I wasn't going to get a keyboard. You know? So can't decide on my Christmas present for me. 28 to 70 f2 or 50 to 150. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. For me, if I had to pick between those two lenses, honestly, I'm picking the 50 to 150. I'm sure you're like me where you just probably have so many primes in the sub 50. But the 28 to 70 is more versatile when it comes to like event stuff. Honestly, how nice would that be to have a 150 during an event? That's just, you can swap from 50. You don't like primes, really, Wit? I like my prime lenses. I like being forced into I like being locked in. I like being locked into my choices. Alright, let's do this guy. Let's plug you in. Cinema lenses. I haven't even tried the cinema lenses stuff yet. Did this do well in shipping? Okay. Oh, my gaskets look good. Okay, we look good here. Oh, wait. See, I almost forgot to do something. We have to put these guys in right now. I have a tracking app for freight trains. Oh, for like taking your pictures, you mean? Damn, that cable's long. The cable is, in my humble opinion, the perfect length. What I would have liked to see, maybe for a future board, not mission critical, would like to see like some places to pinch the cable into as you kind of lay it flat, but although not mission critical. Oh, that's upside down. Let's fix that. I'll fix that in a second. Average cable length, is it? I don't know if these are magnetic or not. Actually, these would be nice as magnetic screws. Okay. You know what? Maybe it's just probably better to do this. Photo lens light up tends to be a lot more varied. Yeah, maybe. I have to take out one of these. So nice. Proing, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it, dude. Where did I drop you to now? Gotcha. Do you have any Jackie boards? I have 2. I have the hippo and somewhere a piggy. You know? So I've had a few more that were given to me, but we've given them away. Oh my lord. Yeah, I definitely think these need to be magnetized, but I don't know why. Everyone's just been like missing out on magnetized screws these days. Everyone has. I don't know how much they go for these days. No, this releases tomorrow at 10 a.m. Rice. Tomorrow at 10 is when this officially goes on sale. Alright, now my least favorite part about the number 2 TKLs, or number 2 series in general, is making this flip here. I can already tell you I don't like the way that flipped. The prices are all public. Here, I'll put the link again in chat. Yeah, one fell out of there. Oh, the cable is not sitting 100%. That's what's going on. Might tape down the table. Actually, let's tape it down. Where is my tape? Here it is. I had no idea that happened with RhombaWorks. Yeah. We love Keycult board assembly. It's just the number 2s. I don't know what they were thinking with this. It's just odd. Like, it's not crazy challenging. It's just odd. I've always felt that way about the number 2 TKLs, though. They've always been a bit weird. Let's see if that flipped okay. I have my doubts. Yeah, it did not flip okay. Hold on 1 second. I really want to get to one of the Rama tray sets. Rama tray sets. Right. Now we're looking good. Now it's closing properly here. Sorry, I'm just going to do this in my lap really quick, guys. Are these more Keycult licensed versus actual Keycults? I think the best way to put this is these are actual Keycults. They're licensed products, but they're the actual files for Keycults, and they're, you know, approved in the sense of like Keycult Let's Novel Keys makes these. And to keep it a buck, it's just you get the Keycult product without all the Keycult BS, I guess, lately. Dang, I thought the stainless steel would have been also have the designs. I'm not sure if it can have the designs actually for stainless steel. Was that the US quality, you mean? I guess so, but I wouldn't even say it's US quality at that point. It's just delays and stuff. Keycult design, Novel Keys production, Novel Keys fulfillment, Novel Keys support. Bye, Wit. Take care, dude. The Neo series does seem premium for the price. I also barely use the keys. Yes, the Neo series is very premium. Sounds good, Wit. Thank you, man. They're made by a more experienced manufacturer in China. Not sure if they disclosed the menu. I don't know if Mike has. In fact, you know, if Mike's told me, I don't even remember, but... Alright, I hope none of these screws fell out. You know, the plate... Normally, I'm not a big fan of colored plates here, but this is actually, like... Normally, I just prefer black. This is nice. This is real nice, dude. It might not be... You forgot the DB? No, I did the DB. Yeah, it does look nice, huh? Alright, let's put in the weight. Where did I stick it? Oh, on this. I'll use the aluminum one for now, and then we'll swap to the copper one, I guess. Are we doing botanical? I don't think that's screwed in. I can't get this. Oh, you know what? I need to extend my screwdriver. Oh shit, I don't think my screwdriver fits. It's not long enough. I have to get Allen key. I will go get my Allen key right now. They usually come with Allen keys, FYI. My extending screwdriver, this is still clipping the plate here, so it doesn't go all the way down. Hold on 1 second. Let me go get my bag of Allen keys. One moment, guys. I know I should get some. Let's see which Allen key will be the best one for this. I'm not even sure. Nope. I know it's a Torx bit. I just don't know which one I gotta use. This will probably be fine, I think. Or maybe not. It's right there. This guy. This freaking guy, dude. Telling me it's right there. I thought for sure it'd be this one. Just need to figure out which one it is. Just because I don't know off the top of my head. I hope I have one. If not, I'll figure out something here. I should have one from last time, but Lord knows it's mixed up somewhere else. My OC is going crazy. Sorry, guys, sorry. Here, we'll switch. Just pretend it's not there. Dude, leave me alone. This is how I operate, okay? Everything's a little disorganized. Just a little. I think this was actually the original Keycult one, but I think it's changed. The bits have been changed since. Now it's Torx. So I don't think this will work. I might not actually have a Torx bit for this. I thought for sure it would be this. Guess not. Crazy? I was crazy once. We're all a little crazy, huh? Damn, do I not actually have a Torx bit for this? I'm kind of bummed. Controlled crazy is good. Rip? No. No rip yet. Oh well. Let's see. I have some other stuff we could use potentially. Yeah, I'm also surprised too, right? It's a little too... It doesn't really reach the bottom here. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't reach it. It gets caught on the plate. Although the screw got a little fucked up in this one, which is why I think the Keycult's a little annoying for that. Alright, let me just try something else here. Actually, I need to fiddle with this screw here because it's slided out. Did it flip upside down? It's so annoying if it did. I will see. Yes, sir. We got some Nixies. You bet. The plate is so clean. Is it just this that's getting caught? Yeah, it is. Okay. I need a longer bit for this, but I don't think I have any. Let me check something, guys. Hold on one second. Let's see if this might work a little bit better here. Big bit energy. No, okay, this one's a little thin, but I'm gonna try just a different tool. Maybe this will have a bit more of a better fit, but oh no, it does not. Okay. All right, well, I don't think I have a great way to screw these in right now. Because I have a lot of bits that I have, like Allen keys that I have labeled Keycult, but they're for the old Keycults. Tool mentioned. Okay, guys. So I don't think I can actually get to the ones in the top. Which is a bit unfortunate. You will get the tool with the actual product though, but I guess I just don't have one long enough. I could try one more thing. Give me one more second, guys. Lost a screw? No, not lost a screw. I just don't have a bit long enough for this. Damn, I should really pick up a nicer set of screwdrivers, huh? I should really. Alright, well, one last attempt with just something that's not really going to fit, but we'll see. I'll check it out. For what? No, this here's not going to work. Okay, not a big deal. We will pretend it's screwed in the back. Hopefully it doesn't cause any weird rattling, though. Which is the only thing I'm concerned about. I feel like this should fit. I don't know what's going on. Why isn't this catching? Am I just not using the right bit right now? B-stock confirmed? No. Hold on a second. Let me see if I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah, look, it looks long enough, right? And it's catching these ones fine. Maybe I'm not seating it right? No, I think I'm getting that right. Tell you what though, I might want to just, let me take this apart once. Alex still screwing? Isn't this the thing Mike told you about? No, this is different. Maybe they just fell sideways. Like I said, it's the one, this is the one frustrating part about building Keycult number 2s. And I'm not gonna lie, like, it's not hard, it's just frustrating. Shake my head, Alex. Diego's a more professional builder than me. I'm not that professional. I make things sound decent, that's it. That's all I do. Did I miss a screw? I did. I don't think they're the wrong screws. I'm just going to try reseating all the screws. Make sure they're all aligned properly. Maybe one or two got caught somewhere. Yeah. I can see what happened. I can see what happened now. One did get lost somewhere. And one's flipped upside down. Let's keep these here. User error? Well, two of them got stuck sideways as probably I flipped it over. Diego's actually a fucking genius. He's pretty smart. Alright, let's put that back in. Sorry, guys. Diego's also handsome. Would you guys agree? Pangea all day? For what happened? What are you looking at? What's the boards? What are the board decisions? Oh, C-Boss or Pangea? I would pick the Pangea. Personally, I'm picking the Pangea Mini. I don't know about you guys. Number 2 design is cool, but screws are a pain in the ass. I agree. But like I said, it's still a good looking board. And to pull off this like look that they did, I think there could have been some different ways to do it, but I feel like this is probably like one of the few ways to do it, I suppose. Still a big pain in the butt for sure. Alright, let's give this a go again. So what happened was it looks like this screw flipped, where is it? This screw flipped upside down, this one was caught on the side, this one was upside down as well, and this one I'm not sure why that one there wouldn't screw in. Probably my own competence. I think I got very unlucky. Honestly, I built a lot of number 2s and I've never had that happen to me. Certainly a keyword. Alright. Round 2. And I can already tell you one of them is a little sideways again. But that one should straighten up. Where's the screwdriver? All right. We're looking good. We're looking good. All right. I think they're catching now. Woo! We did it. It's a bit. This screw bit just barely hits it. Yeah, boy. Indeed, yeah, boy. Although, again, I think one, unfortunately... Oh! No, this was the one that Diego told us about. Never mind. That's the one. But these 3 are aligned. This is the one that Diego told us about. Now we have these, at least these 3 that work. There will be, if we pick it up, there will be a little rattle there. That's because we're using a different PCB. But at least we have the other 3 now. Beautiful, beautiful. So what happened here, just in case you guys are wondering why this one here, like literally didn't make sense to me. The PCB is meant for the number 3. This right over here is actually aligned differently. I think the plate file is also done the same way. it's being revised and fixed for the final build, but that's why this one doesn't go anywhere. As you guys can see, it literally doesn't go anywhere. But these three are now screwed in, and we have a board that actually won't fly away. Now we can put on keycaps. I'm gonna put on copper because that's the set I wanted to use for this whole business. Oh, I don't have Terror Below. Although it sounds like a cool set for this. Let me put some stuff away before we go too far, though. Copper with the oxide would be nice. Yeah, I'm thinking when we swap the bottoms, this would be pretty cool for that reason, I think. Copper's a perfect choice. Thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Alex, do you know if I should have extra pour on gases to the 160? I think I'm gonna have 1 left. I think you should have extras. Most of the Keycult stuff had extra gaskets. Oh, I didn't spoil the sound. Honestly, this sounds so different when I put the keycaps on. Trust me. Oh, these look nice. Now to remember where all the screws are. What's between these two, and these two. Also, sorry if I missed a few messages. I was hyper-focused on figuring out what happened to these screws, and they happened to just be upside down. I just couldn't see. Honestly, the lighting's good in this room, but not that good. My B. Oh, dude, this does look really nice. I almost don't want to put on the rest of the keycaps because I like the plate combo with this. Yeah, and then here's the bottom, in case you guys missed it. Like, I think this whole combination is just beautiful. Are all the parts compatible with the number 2? The original number 2? I'd have to double check with everybody. I'm not 100% sure on that answer. Honestly, have the plate peek out is a good nod from the bottom. Plus, like, hold on, let me show you guys this too. Oh, jeez, that doesn't fall over. Having like looking at it from this angle too, like having the weight on the back here looks super sick. Like, that looks so good. I want to send a metal plate out to get finished like a watch. Wait, what? Do you have an example picture? That set looks so nice on the board. Yeah, I'm in love with this already. This is such a great combination of things. Can we buy extra weights for this? Yeah, I think when you're in the configurator, you just add more weights. Like, you just go through it and then add more weights, and I think you can literally just buy more stuff. Dude, I have a really good feeling about the sound profile here. I'll be honest though, I don't have as good of a sound. I don't know if I have as good of a feeling as using the heavier copper weight. We'll see. Very fitting for the season. Damn, honestly, looking at the camera too, like seeing it from this view and then seeing it from the side, this does look fucking beautiful right now. Holy shit. How many keybs you have, Mr. Streamer? Like personal keyboards? I have no clue, but I don't want to count stuff that's like been lended to me or stuff like that. So I'm not exactly 100% positive. Like, I'm pretty sure if I were to count boards, 80 maybe. But again, I'm honestly not sure. Minimum 1, more than 3. Yeah, that. This on this color looks so fucking good. Did you say 80? Yeah, something like that. I'm not too sure. I've always floated around that range of boards like the last few years. I give away as many as I possibly can without, you know, killing myself with shipping fees. Guys, this was a really good choice. This was an insanely good choice. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I am very, very happy with this. Oh, man. Personal cause. I wish I could just, like, donate boards to literally everybody, but unfortunately, that is not something I can realistically do, my friend. I'm so sorry. And page down. I might have to retune the spacebar just because these are, but the spacebar is the fresh stab, but we'll see. God damn. Oh, let me get the little cork pad too, just because we've been saying, unfortunately, my current desk pad, I don't know, it just blows. It's not very good. So here's the build. Sorry, I have a lot of keyboards on my desk right now. The E-White, I think the bezels are really nice in this board too. I would say, again, to be honest, and again, I know I work for Novel Keys, but the only thing that, like, the number 2 has just always done this, and it would be unfair to change my mind now, just because, whatever, but the build experience is not, like, the best. It's not the hardest, but it's not the best with this board. This is gorgeous. We're going to swap it out for the copper one after this as well. Like, my God. I think they had different patterns. I want to go for that cross pattern, though, in orange. That would be sweet. But, my God, this looks so good. Here's what it looks like from the back. Good looking board. Is that like a Tiffany blue? This? I would say this is more like a green. Look at that. Like even the reflection looks gorgeous. This is definitely more of like a dark green. You can hear the beautiful scratch already. So these are Nixies that I got from Loom Keys, but I did mod them myself with some 205G0, as well with the Kyrie springs, about 53 gram, I believe. This is the aluminum plate with all the gaskets installed, and then it's a cherry stabilizer for the spacebar, and I believe these are just NK stabs for everything else. What else? What other notes do we have? This is the aluminum bottom. Before we go too crazy, I always do this. I should just tune the stab first. Let me just tune it really quick. I can already tell you, though, I like the way this sounds. I can already tell you, though. Fresh cherry stab install means a little bit of tuning. Much better. All right. plug this in and actually type a little bit. That already sounds really good. If you do want to liven up the spacebar to make it pop more, my suggestion is just don't put the gaskets underneath. It won't affect the build none. But if you want a more poppy spacebar, also a little bit less of a stiff spacebar, not that it really affects it all that much in terms of feel, but you can opt to just not put those there. Spacebar sounds really good though. Oop, what'd I do? I clicked the hotkey? Dude, that sounds, I mean, it sounds clean. Little bit of, like, I don't know if that's a resonance or something I'm hearing in the board, but it's like tasteful. But this is what I mean. The number 2 is just generally a slight bit of a deeper keyboard. I do want to try just putting an MX2A because MX2As are a little bit poppier when it comes to the sound, like just the standard Cherry MX2A. Let's see how that actually affects it a little bit here. Boom. Actually, put some music for you guys. No, it sounds really good. Let me just find a MX2A here. I have a bunch in this. Got one here. Yeah, I would say roughly the same. Oh, that wasn't pushed all the way. You like it better? I'm not actually, it's weird. I don't really hear the difference. I mean, you guys also hear differently than I do, so. I'm assuming these are the new Nixies. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to confirm. I would say I like the way this sounds a lot. It has a nice full sound. It's comfortable to type on also. I wouldn't say it's the softest typing experience. I would say it lies in the usual range of medium firm. Absorbs the impact nicely though, like you're not getting any feedback when typing. You can easily float your wrists on this and then lay them down to rest. And if you still needed to type with your wrists rest on the desk, it's easy enough to still do that. Sounds good, looks great. Let's put the copper bottom on and see what that sounds like now. Oh, let's actually take this out. Did I take the gasket off? No. I don't think I'm gonna take the gasket off, only because I kind of like the way it sounds right now. Like, I have no reason to take it off to make it even more poppy. Like, I like the current tonality of the board. Good job on the field. Thanks, Bonkers. I like the current tonality of the board. So, I'm going to leave it. I guess I didn't have to get this one here because it's not going to even do anything. Let me put that back, actually. This one, this screw hole, unfortunately, is glitched, you could say, with the current configuration of the board. Prototype thing, you know? Alright, let's see. Oh, they're on this row. I'm opening the wrong row here. What happened positive? What seems light on the angle? Although I don't remember anything is. I guess I do have to take these two off here. I want to say it's like here or something. Should have taken note of where these screw holes were. Oh, between the V and the B. Oh yeah, I can't remember the typing angle off the top of my head, but yeah, it's not super steep. I think anything around the 7-degree angle is usually pretty comfy. I have no quarrels when it's around about 7 degrees, so. All right, let's put the C back on, actually. Let's unscrew this, and we'll swap the bottoms now. Can you Dremel and cut the port? What the hell, ain't it? What the hell-y? Screwdriver. Damn, that does sound good. Which screw didn't get unscrewed here? One of these screws. This one. Maybe this one. Let's see which screw here didn't get unscrewed. Ah. This one didn't get unscrewed all the way. All right. We're going to swap it now for the copper bottom. I don't know what to expect out of this. I have this weird inkling of a feeling. So this will match the copper theme very well. But I have this like inkling of a feeling it's going to be... Also, I'll have to use some different feet color, unfortunately, guys. Actually, is there enough white ones? I don't think so, right? I don't think there was any extras in here. Okay, so I only have one. But yeah, I have this weird feeling it's going to be a little deeper than I'd like. We'll see, though. I know this is really pretty, huh? Ooh, even this side is like really nice to look at. They should really do whatever this side is, just like burnt kind of brown color. That is also sexy to look at. I didn't even think about looking at that side. That is extremely sexy to look at. All right, that caught perfect. Oh my, this is gorgeous. What do you guys prefer? The aluminum bottom with the like design on it, or do you guys like this one? Let's put the caps back on. I'm excited to flip this over. Now, again, the feet color are going to be different. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We got one of every feet. Not my fault, guys. Please don't hate me. B-alt. The patina on the copper is just so nice. Yeah, it's not like too crazy too, which normally when we see patinas, they're like pretty crazy. They're not super uniform. I think this one here feels a bit more uniform. Damn. Again, sorry for the different feet color. Damn, though. Oh, this is heavy, this one. That looks clean as fuck, though. I am not gonna lie. That does look clean. Looking at the back of the board like this. But how heavy? I have to hit the scale. I don't have it right now with me, but that does look really pretty. Over 10 pounds? If I had to guesstimate, I'd say around 8 or 9 or something. Actually, you know what? Sound doesn't sound too different. I was expecting a deeper tonality. Maybe because the inside's a flat aluminum piece, it doesn't deflect the sound the same. In fact, I think it, you know, low-key kind of... I think we're getting a slightly deeper tone. Honestly, I like them both. I don't think I have a preference for which one I like more. I don't think so. I really like the alphas on this, though. I mean, that's a pretty solid sounding keyboard, man. Yeah, the Afro sounds super clean. Not a lot of that weird, sometimes like with TKLs, I find like here can get a little pingy. Not really hearing that too. Arrows sound good. Everything feels good too. This is definitely heavier. The feeling of the keyboard doesn't feel any different. Damn. Gotta say, it's nice though, man. It's a nice looking board. Copper just literally hits with this board too. But this is one of the most expensive configurations at like $800 something. I don't know. I personally think the aluminum one sounded really good as well. Like I think I have a preference. The copper bottom looks gorgeous. However, I gotta go to bed. Bye, Meta. Take care. Good night, my friend. Can I type like this on the keyboard? Is this possible? I like you know what too? I like the shape of this board. Maybe I just really like this board in E white. I don't think I've ever seen the number 3 in E white. I like the shape of the number 3 TKL. Or number 2. I feel like the number 2 fits the TKL more than the 60 or the 65 rather. I really do. Maybe I have a smidge of bias because I do think this looks a little prettier in this form. There is a smidge of a gap here only because I couldn't screw in the one screw, by the way, guys. So if you guys see a little gap, it's because I couldn't screw this screw in, and it might be sitting and pressing against the board. So just keep that in mind. It's just a prototype problem because we're using a different PCB and plate, or we're using a different PCB. And I think the plate's also done in the wrong area too. So that'll all be fixed for the final product there. I think that's the only thing that Mike kept as a note for things that need to be fixed. Yeah, it sounds good, man. What do you guys think? Yeah, I would say overall, like, I'm pretty damn happy with this. The only thing again that I think lacks or is not as desired is again just fiddling with screws. I think you know how to circumvent that would just be slightly well. There's ways you can do this. You can figure out a way to basically lengthen the screw, not the actual threaded part, but just add something so it doesn't like have the chance to fall over. Like you have to make it a certain length. I think you can kind of add like this pseudo washer to the screw. Maybe that would be something for the future, just different hardware, because I don't even think that's something like a bigger head as well. I'm with Keep Science on that, just so it doesn't flip over when you're flipping it over. Magnetic screws would also be nice, so you don't have to fiddle. I have shaky hands naturally, so I fiddle with them when I, put them in, but the keycaps look great and kind of grow on you. I think this is a beautiful combination. Yeah, other than that, like, I don't have any real criticism for this. This is not a new product, but I think a small part of me wishes that some of like the screw things would have been a little different this time around. But I mean, maybe that's what makes the Keycult experience a thing. But I have to admit, I think I'm usually like not lukewarm. The number 3 was really pretty. With number 2 TKLs, or number 2 designs, I'm usually lukewarm. I really like this one here on the TKL. I think it suits the TKL really nicely. Typing feel is medium firm with the gaskets all installed. I'm sure you can kind of like cherry pick which gaskets you want to put on, but it's nothing like crazy bouncy. I think medium firm is like the norm with most gasket mounted keyboards. It has like a leaf spring-esque kind of plate, so you get a little bit of squishiness, but you feel no feedback on your fingers when you're typing, so I like it. Very nice. Very, very nice. I like it a lot, but it's very expensive. My tax bracket's around Neo. Yeah, it is expensive too. And like I said too, if you guys need a cheaper keyboard, there are more value-oriented keyboards. But if you're into the Keycult aesthetic, then why not? It's up to you in the long run, though. Alex, since she's in photos of my proposal, let me go see. Did you DM me them? Let me go see. I won't show them on stream just because they're yours. Dude, those are nice pictures. Hell yes, dude. I've always wondered, just because, like... So, I'm going to describe the photo to you guys, okay? There's basically flower petals in, like, a public setting. I'm curious, did she, like, know? When she walked into this area, did she, like, put 2 and 2 together type thing? I'm very curious, man. I'm super, super duper curious. I think like maybe the flower petals would make someone go, but I need to know the answer to it. I need to. That's super cute, man. Congrats again, dude. This is his way to propose, Alex. What happened? Sorry? Whose way? My way? My way is keyboards. Keyboards and snacks. I love snacks, particularly Ruffles Original or Kettle Cooked Original chips. I very much like Kettle Cooked chips. Congrats again, Coaster. Congrats. Yes, I did? Okay. Wait, is Novelkeys also selling number 2 TKL soon? Tomorrow. They are selling them tomorrow. It will be live on the website and a configurator. Also, I have to say this too. I think, listen, when the number 1 TKLs or the first round of TKLs that came out with the 2 colors, I think not having a lot of colors definitely like made people not want to pick up Keycults. I think now that it's in a configurator where you can just literally build your own is so fucking nice. It's a group buy, but it's through Novelkeys. Take that with a grain of salt if you guys want, but I love Novelkeys. I work for Novelkeys as well. But yeah, it's definitely nice having a configurator this time around instead of just some preset colorways that you may not want. So, damn, that actually does look sharpeny white. Did you build a Keycult number 1 TKL series 22? I think I did. I feel like I did. I'm pretty sure I did. I can't remember now. I've built most of the Keycult stuff, if not all of it. She kind of knew, but she didn't know where I was going to do. Okay, Costa. Okay. I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations. Those are cute pictures, too. Very cute pictures. Alright, guys. Pretty much that's the stream tonight. I hope this provided some value to you. The board looks stunning, in my opinion. Very, very happy. I will I will be online tomorrow. We're building a keyboard from Kibu. An interesting one, a little bit different. Different than Kibu's normal stuff that they vendor, but very interesting. And then Sunday we'll do my F1. I think I'm a little too tired right now. It's 11 o'clock. So I'll do the F1 on Sunday, if that's chill with you guys. All right? Yeah, Kibu's running a... What is it called again, actually? Let me find it for you guys. It's like the... You know, it's something that I keep having to double check too. Soul 65. So, a little different. You should look it up. It's, like I said, a little different. Any heavy linear switches? Mark, I think heavy... The only thing I can think of that's even slightly heavy is like the Cherry MX Blacks. Thank you for the stream. Have a good night. You guys all have a good one. We'll do like giveaways and stuff tomorrow too, because I think we're almost at one of the other thresholds. And then we'll do my F1 on Sunday. I'm going to be doing Cherry MX2As for that. So let's go see who we can go raid ways for that. So let's go. Let's see. Anyone building keys? Let's just go raid Kimlin win. All right, your streams are fun and inspiring. I'm getting my Alice Duo this Saturday. I was looking for inspiration for setups and watched your 2018 videos. Oh my! Are you talking about like my RGB phase? Oh my god! When am I proposing? Maybe soon. I can't say much, man. She watches the stream. Maybe soon. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's in the works, you know. Hey yo. I hope she's not watching this part. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. See you soon. If Manta R2 ever happens, thank you guys. Love you guys, and talk to you tomorrow at 7. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Bye, everybody. Love ya.